Well, if you caught episode 1, you know that was mostly the 50s and 60s stock car racing. And by the mid-60s, it was all about high school hot rods, making babies, trying to open a new business. So not a whole lot of racing going on in the latter part of the 60s, but by 1970, we were deep into the motocross phase, and motocross had become a really, really popular thing to do in the 70s and into the 80s and even into today. But back in the 70s, it was a different story. As some of these videos you're seeing here, some clips my dad took when I was racing right at 1970. And these are a local track here. It was a big deal. We had a lot of riders back in those days, as you can tell by the crowd. There was 5 different classes that ran, and it usually took 4 or 5 hours to run the whole race series. But I hope you enjoy some of this. It's just old 8mm films, and some of them are pretty rough, pretty hard to see. But to give you an idea of how unorganized and just how dangerous it was at that time, we had no ambulance out there. We had a few station wagons probably, but this was a track that we built here in Bowling Green, and I don't know how many riders we got that day, but it was a huge crowd. So I'll try to get some pictures put in here because, like I said, not much happening in the early 60s or mid 60s, but by 1970 there was a whole lot going on, and I'll have more of that towards the end. These are just some of the oldest clips of the motorcycle era. Let me correct that statement. There was a lot going on between 67 and 70. It just wasn't a lot of filming going on. We were racing just about every weekend, every other weekend, and there just wasn't anybody going along with us that was taking videos, and by then we were just too busy to worry about a picture. We were doing a lot more than motocross at that time. We were doing cross-country races, enduros, national championships, hare scrambles. We were on the move a lot in that era. I'll try to throw some pictures in towards the end of these clips and give you an idea of what that was like. And as this next race gets started, this is the open class, the class that I actually raced in. And at this time, I was a CZ dealer selling this brand of motorcycle. And I would never be able to keep up with this particular race because, like I said, we were doing so many. But I do have the trophy from this one up here on the shelf, so that's the only reason that I would have known that I actually won that race. There was just so many races, so many different places to go that it would have been awfully hard to remember which ones you won and which ones you didn't, but by having the trophy I can actually show some of the clips and how they took place. And as an example of some of the other races, this is a picture here from the 1974 Lonesome Pine National Enduro, which I actually won my class up there and became an A rider instantly. When you win a national event, you become an A rider, and that's what this picture here was. And this was a 150-mile cross-country enduro. And somewhere along this era, I switched from the CZ motorcycles to the Penton motorcycle, and continued with the Penton throughout the rest of my riding career. The following pictures are from when Danny Young and I were sponsored to go out to Las Vegas and race in the Mint 400, one of the hardest and longest desert races in the nation at that time, and still is. It's a very prestigious race, very well-known race. I think we finished 22nd out of 87 riders, It was a very grueling event that sent me to the hospital, so I have a lot of memories of the Mint 400 in Las Vegas. And these actual race pictures that are from the race course itself were taken by professional photographers that lined the course as we riders went by, and that's how I got those pictures.